Hey everybody, this is Trina from thegamingangel.com, at gamingangel on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm here with my collection of Studiol2E stamps. These are the brand new stamps that just came out. So I wanted to try a couple, and if you notice, there's one duplicate. So that means I'll be doing a giveaway. So not sure how I'm going to do that yet, so just watch this space, but I'll be definitely giving away one of the brush dates. So this one is brush dates, and if I can get the glare away, it's basically the different months and then numbers, and then it says things like focus, goals, dreams, to do, today, tomorrow. So there's some other words you can use on here as well, and of course the days, the week, and the months. Then this one is the Fun in the Sun package, and I love the sun, and it's all about summer, which is really neat, although I'm not really traveling this summer. But this one is Iconic Outlines, which I thought was really cute for the page flag, the squares. This is a small page flag, but the ones with the large page flags were sold out, so couldn't get those. And then they've got these circle ones. And then this is the Reschedule It. So if we look at these, they're canceled, tomorrow, next week, postponed. So a bunch of different arrows. Just different types of postponed, rescheduled. And then this is the creative plan. So you've got your squares, and then you've got your images, and then things like me time, retreat, workshop, download, layout. There should be one for planner, huh? Since a lot of us do our planners for hours on end. But I thought I would showcase some of these and how they stamp and why I love these stamps so much. For inks, I'm going to use the Versa Magic inks. That was me hitting the camera. I'm also going to use the Color Box ink set, and then maybe a couple of these smaller inks. Where do they buy? I always forget who these are by, but I'll have to look that up and put it below. So let's try a couple of these out. I just have normal blocks, and it's nice to have blocks with lines on it, but I just have regular ones. And then we're going to use the, this is my Inkwell Press notebook, and I haven't used any of it yet, and I can go over it later, but I thought I'd just kind of play with these and see how they ink. I use Honest Wipes as my wipes to clean off the stamps. So those are the wipes that I use. Get them at Target pretty cheap. So let's see. Let's open up these brush dates, and I like the way that these kind of are stuck onto this other page. We are gonna do, let's do, what month is this? This is May. We're gonna do May, and we're gonna do, what's today's date? Well, let's see. Let's do the 10th, since I think that's Mother's Day. And by doing that, I can see that I had my stamps all upside down. So I placed them on here, and then I squeezed them onto the notepad so you can see how they're going to look. This is, there we go. Now you can focus, you can see how they look. So I'll go ahead and stamp this up. I'm going to use black for this first one. And stamps get better with use as well. So this might, we'll see how this goes since it's the first time I've ever used it. And stamp. Okay, so that was a little bit light, but I think I didn't press hard enough on there. Let's try it with the Color Box ink and try it again. So same stamp. We're just going to try a different ink and see how that shows up. I'm going to try this purple color on the stamp. And I like these color boxes because they've got a little hold it handle on the end. And I'm just going to tap, 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 tap until I think it's covered. Put that back. And then I'm going to push, and yeah, see, that looks really good. So if you do things like lists or journaling, these would be really good for you to use to put the dates in the corner. Let's check out another one. Okay, for this one I'm going to take one of the squares of the creative plans and then put one of these inside. So I'm going to continue with the color box because I really like the way that ink is showing on this notebook. So we're going to take a nice bright color because it should be for creative and being creative, so we want a nice bright color. And there we go. And that looks so cool. I really like that. Now we'll see if I can get an actual word in there. So I'm just cleaning it off, and I'll let that dry, and I'm going to put the word on this one. So let's see, which word would fit in there? Let's try me time, because I think that's cool on Mother's Day coming up. I want some me time. So I'm going to put this on here, and then I'm just going to flip it to make sure. I think I can, I think I'm going to move it over a little bit more. So, because this, oh wait, I moved it the wrong way. Because this brick is a little too big and it hits the rings of the notebook. So we've got the me time. Push it down, and I think that's going to fit right there. So we are going to let's use the blue, it's teal, and we're going to put that on there. And I'm going to try to find the middle, and done. And look how awesome that is. Oh, that looks really cool. Can you see that? Let me see if I can bring the notebook up too. And as you can see, I mean, it just, oh, there. As you can see, it looks really cool. It's very bright. You do have to be careful on this notebook. It looks like it's still a little wet, the ink, but that could be, it could be this paper, it could be the notebook, it could be the ink, the type of ink I'm using. So you kind of have to, when you're with stamps, you kind of have to play as to which ink and stuff you're going to use and how it's going to dry or not dry. So these are the way we scheduled it, and I'm actually going to take the big one and put a couple of these on here so we can see how the script versus the text kind of stamps. So I'm just going to put that on here, and then I'm going to put this one on there. And these aren't, see, as you can see, it's a little bit hard to go straight without the lines. And then I'm going to try this green, and we're going to stamp, 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 stamp. And then I'm going to turn it over and push. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so let me bring this up to the camera. And it says, if we can, there we go. It says rescheduled and next week. It looks really good. Like I said, the ink is still wet, but it came out really clear, which can be difficult with stamps. The next week is a little curved, so you probably have to be a little bit more careful when you're putting down your stamp. But the brushed look, the brushed text looks really cool. That's going to be really fun to play with in a planner when something is rescheduled. So next up are the Fun in the Sun. And I'm going to grab, actually, the term Fun in the Sun, along with the sun. A lot of us do weather in our planners, so I think that'll be really cute to put around the numbers of the planner for what day it is. So I was I'm going to actually try to center this a little bit. And that's not straight. There we go. And then I'm going to use yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. What I've noticed is to not, the color while you wipe it, it'll come out. It doesn't always fully come out from the stamp, so don't freak out about that. That's just kind of how these stamps go. But you won't end up with yellow on it permanently. Like next time you stamp, it won't have yellow. It'll just be clear and whatever color you put on there. So let me bring this up. Yellow, I'm having a hard time with in stamping, but let's see. There it is. Fun in the sun. Look how clear that is. It's just so sharp. Love. So here's again the examples that I already pressed each one, and then what I did is I actually went through my Erin Condren notebook, and I went through and stamped each of the collections on the paper so you can see kind of what they look like as a collection. So this one is the brush dates collection, and if you see any lightness, that's user error. That was how I was not putting enough pressure on one end versus the other. And then if you look on the deluxe notebook, you can see through a little bit. It's not bleed, but you can definitely see shades of color. These are the color box inks, which are these inks right here. So those are the ones I used for this. Then this one is the postponed collection. So you can see how all those stamped, and those stamped really well with the color box. And again, please do a little bit. Then I used, for this one, I used this blue ink, and I can't read the brand, so, but it's Tin Can, so I'm sure most of you recognize the packaging. Packaging is pretty different, but it came out very, very, very light. But this is the Fun in the Sun. I love the summer and the sun, and it's just really cute. Sweet treat. It's really cute. But it just came out very, very light with the gray. It didn't bleed through, but then again, it was super light. Then I used another one. No. This one I used the Versa Magic. I'm not going to be able to find it. But Versa Magic Dewdrops, and I had a lot of difficulty with these squares and getting them to have a full image. As you can see, they're kind of a little bit duplicated because I tried to do it again. But I think that probably just takes practice, because the stuff below, this is the craft set, was like amazing. I mean, look at these little icons. Aren't they adorable? And you can use them probably with other squares and the other sets and just make these cute little, you know, craft areas for a planner and stuff. I think it's really, really adorable. And then that one also has a little bit of bleed through. And then I tried with the red, and that wasn't too successful either. This set is called Iconic Outlines, and the red just didn't stamp very well. The dotteds look great. The solids just come out so light. And then I stamped the little icons again because the first time it didn't come out well. So these came out a little better, but not exactly my favorite. But I do like these quite a bit. But, you know, it's a lot of a set. And they stained red, which is typical. I think some of these will stain kind of the color that was used. As you can see, this one's sort of purple now, and I don't know if they'll change as I use more colors, but it just seems like there's no ink on them. I've cleaned them, but with the baby wipes, but they seem to have the color stain on them. But as far as I can tell, that's pretty normal. So that's all the stamps I have. Hope you enjoyed it. And again, these are the 5 sets that were brand new from Studiol2E. If you have any questions, let me know below, and I'll see you later. Bye.